backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
He gets that one.
What strength from Lillard, just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
And here's George for three. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Lillard fires away from way outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And it's Leonard missing. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Shoots the three. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Portland leading by 4.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Now George. Nicholas Batum missing from long range.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
George with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And George kicks to Batum. Jackson passes to Zubac. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Lillard. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got his second bucket.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now, here's George.
He's still scoreless so far in this one.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Clippers trail by 6. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Lillard outside. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And then for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Norman Powell. Now here's Rondo. The shot's good.
Really admire the fact that Rondo is not afraid to go down there in the paint from time to time.
Lillard surveying the D. The shot off that time. Rondo with some nice D. Here's man. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Anthony. He's out there with Derek Jones. C.J. McCollum out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
That one goes. Count it.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Rondo. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
The shot's good from Kanter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Here's Rondo. Sinks that one from the post.
Two of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Here's Simons. Down low. Here's McCollum. And with the rebound. Clippers trail by 9. To the inside. Morris, no good. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. And here's McCollum for 3. They get it again. Passes it to Simons. Takes a 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And usually amongst the leaders in their offensive rebound rate, Kanter gives your team found points off misses.
Stolen by McCollum. Jumps up. And Jones slams it in.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And it's Rondo penetrating. Pass to Oturu. Goes up the baseline. Portland grabs the miss. Kanter's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Coffey's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Powell's checked in. Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got 5 now.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And it's Lillard missing.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And Coffey gets it to go. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. That's a 2 from Lillard. Jacks up a 3. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. Little, he's checked in for Portland. Good on the second free throw. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Lillard from deep three-point land. Lillard again missing. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Jackson, down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Lillard from outside. The rebound by Paul George.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it. Nice awareness there, finding the open man down the court on the break.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Lillard with it.
The floor for your Clippers.
Pass to Giles. 2 on the clock. And Lillard with the lay-in. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And so it's Portland closing out the quarter. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player. Thanks for joining.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Drills it from outside. George has got the first field goal of the second half for Los Angeles. Now Lillard, 14 points for him. He kicks to Nurkic, shoots over Zubac. Nurkic can't hit.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Here's Leonard. Outside, George. The Clippers keep it alive. And Leonard stays with it.
Great anticipation. He has great hands. Kawhi gobbles up second chance opportunities.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Lillard outside. Takes it off the glass. Lillard's got 16 points.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T. And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And that one, good.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
To the paint. Powell, that's good. 9 points in the game so far.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Morris with the ball. Now Anthony defending, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. And there's Paul George on the assist by Rondo. George has got 9.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
A nice shot by Simons. He's got 6.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
George, no good.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Rondo kicks to Patterson. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Inside, here's Patterson. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 18. A nice shot by George.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Just 3 on the clock. Misses. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. Back to the action after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Little. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. The deep 3 from George. The long distance 3 is buried. George has got 14 points here in the second half.
I don't know what coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Lillard from deep 3-point land, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
Outside, George over Little. Here's Oturu, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Powell dishes to Carmelo. Lillard outside. 3-pointer. But they get it back. Kanter kicks to Lillard. From deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 22 points.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Kennard against Lillard. Kennard, the pass to Oturu. Now, here is Morris. Buries it down low.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Lillard dishes to Kanter, and he gets the bucket. That's 10 points for Enes Kanter.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
And here's George for three. Stolen by Kanter. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Giles checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Lillard way outside. The offensive rebound.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And a deep three from Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. The shot's good from Kanter.
And that's just all muscle there. Kanter is solid at fighting his way through whatever the D throws at him.
There's the steal. There's the pass to Giles. Lillard from outside. Portland with a new 14.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got 12 points in just the second half.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Kennard's shot is off. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Enes Kanter.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Lillard with it, guarded now by Jackson. Little passes to Lillard. Lillard again missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one's good. Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
The shot by Lillard wide open. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Los Angeles foul call.
The first one falls.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
George finds Leonard. Back to George. Plenty of space. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the... And...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis, Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Powell in at the four-man position. Now, here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed, kicks it to McCollum. Wide open shot is on the money. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trail Blazers retain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Richardson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Now Porzingis following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. 5 to shoot. Here's Hardaway. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. He was all alone on that one.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
Now Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Cantor checked in for Portland. Anthony comes in for Harry Giles. Porzingis passes to Doncic. From deep three-point range, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 7.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Doncic against Lillard. Here's Cantor. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Well, looking very confident in his Cantor off the catch and shoot. That's nice.
Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 7-point differential. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Richardson up top. He's guarded by McCollum. Back to Richardson. Up pass to Porzingis. It's not going to go for him.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. Pass to Porzingis. He dishes it to Powell. And here's Doncic from the arc. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. The Mavericks on. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. We've got C.J. McCollum. Giles is out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the one. And it's McCollum off the drive. Giles. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Giles has got his first basket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And here's Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. Banked in off the glass.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Here's Simons. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Kanter. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I love that Kanter will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. Back to Redick. Shoots from the baseline. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. From the top of the key, he buries it.
And with that great handle and high basketball IQ, McCollum remains a lethal pick-and-roll option.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Trailblazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. Mavericks making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks, because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. And then for the Trailblazers, Anthony comes in for Giles. And it's Powell in for C.J. McCollum. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now here's Cauley Stein. Great open look there. Cauley Stein's got his second basket of the game.
A fundamentally sound player. Gotta like how well Redick works the rock around the floor.
Here's Brunson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Portland with another turnover here. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. Rebound by the Trailblazers. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's blocked. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Porzingis has got the ball. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for Portland. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Doncic. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Doncic has got 9. Trailblazers trail by 5. They need this. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at it.
For Portland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Doncic with it. 9 points in the game so far. Out to the right wing. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7. And that'll...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. Here's Doncic after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Pass to Porzingis. Nifty move. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
3-pointer, Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic with it. Shoots over Lillard. They swipe it. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Doncic against Lillard. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Harry Giles. Lillard with the bucket.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Doncic looking it over. He kicks it to Cauley-Stein. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. The lead is 2.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. It's good. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Outside Anthony. In the corner, Powell with it. McCollum passes to Kanter. Lillard outside. Back to McCollum. The pass to Powell. Fires for 3. The shot comes out, and the Mavericks going the other way now. Up the floor. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about the height and the length and the athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis? Barely has to jump to throw that down.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 12. McCollum passes to Kanter. Out to Anthony. McCollum outside. Kanter trying to free himself up. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Anthony. McCollum's got 11 points. Doncic outside. Over to the left wing. Finney-Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Got a piece of it.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Enes.
Now, here's Lillard. And Kanter now, top the key. The 3-ball. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Doncic dishes to Cauley-Stein. McCollum against Richardson. Here's Doncic. And he could not get... Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Richardson. To the inside, Nurkic kicks to Giles. Back to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Giles. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Simons offline with his 3.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
This guy moves so well with the ball in his hands, and Doncic knows how to initiate contact and get himself to the line when he puts it on the deck.
All free throws good from Doncic. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. McCollum against Doncic. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Left side, Jones. McCollum outside. 3 seconds left. That shot, no good. It's a tie game in Dallas. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Giles. He's out there with Derek Jones. Cohen is out there with Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the 1. Portland with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. McCollum left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Coley Stein comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Brunson the pass to Reddick. Back to Brunson. Passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Free throw drops for Marjanovic.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. To Giles, and Jones has it in the corner. Up top, Kanter to the left side wing. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. Dallas calls timeout. A different look for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
McCollum, and that one is good. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Tries again. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Richardson against Lillard. Richardson attacking. Up and in on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Doncic against Lillard. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Lillard the pass to Kanter. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Doncic. To the middle. Here's Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
It's been like this all night for both teams, the offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Luka Doncic with the delivery.
Anthony on the wing. Back to Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Lillard. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
Luka Doncic is so clever. This guy able to draw the contact to get himself to the free throw line.
A different look for Dallas. Powell comes in for Cauley Stein. Hardaway is subbed in for Marjanovic. Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. Now here's Lillard. Powell kicks to Lillard. Off target with his three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hardaway against Powell. Doncic outside. It falls.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Now here's Lillard. Powell for three. It's rebounded by Doncic. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
You see, to me, guys, for Tim Hardaway Jr., there's still another level for him to reach. He has proven that he can be a big-time scorer. To me now, it's about consistency and doing it night after night after night.
Now, here's Nurkic, and here's McCollum for three. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of two is good. That will put them up by 2. Doncic against Lillard. Can't cash in.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic dishes to Powell. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now. Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
Well, this is the energy you want to see from Luka on the defensive end on every possession. Up in his
And David.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Lillard attacking, misses the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Lillard misses. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Murray against Lillard. Powell, no one around him. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Murray outside. The Nuggets with another miss. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Powell for 3, buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got 5 now.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Murray dishes to Gordon. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. And stolen by Murray. Gordon kicks to Jokic. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. Porter against Powell. Low block shot.
Nice contest by Cantor in time. It's a portion of his game he's improved on. Effort on D.
Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Lillard from deep three-point land. They get it again. Cantor kicks to Lillard. Cantor controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Cantor has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses.
Now here's Murray. He has 5. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Porter, no luck. And the foul on Will Barton. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 3. Simons surveying the D. Dishes it to Cantor. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Cantor's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Pass to Jokic. Down low. Stolen by Cantor. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Pass to Barton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Trailblazers out in front. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
They've got JaVale McGee. JaMychal Green is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Will Barton. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Hits the three-point bomb.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And it's in there.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And it's McCollum off the drive. Covington. Basket counts. Covington's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
To the inside. Here's Green. Outside for Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. No good on that one. Good D by Covington. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul for the Nuggets. Porter's checked in for Millsap, and Murray subbed in for Barton. And then for the Trailblazers, Harry Giles comes in for Cantor, and Nurkic subbed in for Robert Covington. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Feeds it to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Nurkic has got his first points in this one. Now Murray. He has 7. Hits it from three-point range.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will light you up from beyond. He's lethal.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D is struggling to keep up.
Now here's McCollum. Giles, the pass to McCollum. And it's off from three-point range. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Here's McCollum following the score by Jamal Murray. Again, McCollum missing. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities. Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Over in the corner, Green. And the three off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
For the Nuggets, Jokic comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Aaron Gordon in for JaMychal Green. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard, or you'll get dunked on.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. This one for three. That shot off.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Lillard following the score by Aaron Gordon. Again, the miss by Lillard. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Gordon, and Covington sends it back. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Finished off the break. 6 points for him.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Murray. The rebound by Giles.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver. He finishes with 9 points. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 16 points. And that
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the three, the small forward.
Oh, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over.
The Nuggets trail. Murray outside. Up top, Barton. Here's Jokic. Great touch on the 16-footer. Jokic has got 5 now. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throat of the D, burn him in the open floor. He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
On the wing, Porter. But he stays with it. Back to Barton. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Covington sends it back. 4 on the shot clock. Tries yet again. Jokic, no good.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists from him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic, and it's Green in for Michael Porter. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Anthony drops them both.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Wide open look here for Murray. And another miss by Denver. Trailblazers leading by 5. Now here's Powell. 5 points in the game. And a deep three from Lillard. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Deep 2 from Murray. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Pass to Powell. Here is Lillard. He's got 15. From outside the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Goes up, and the dunk by Powell.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket for Murray. Powell, the pass to Lillard. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Trailblazers. Murray for 3. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Powell for 3. Jones in the post. He's against Green. Green with the block. And here comes the break. Here's Murray. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Running the offense through Lillard. I mean, a high-usage guy who is also very efficient.
For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Lillard misses. The Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
Murray against Lillard. The pass to Kanter. And the layup falls. Kanter's got the lead up to 12 now for the Trailblazers.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Lillard with it. He's got 18. From deep three-point range, he can't hit that time. No good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. A 12-point game. We've got Will Barton. Michael Porter's out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Nikola Jokic. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Trailblazers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. The three from McCollum. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. With the tip.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum is an aggressive shooter, solid ball handler, who effortlessly switches to his shooting motion instantaneously.
Passes it to Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Trailblazers leading by 15. Here's Simons. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Porter, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Nasir Little picks one up.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in, and a switch here also for Portland. Damian Lillard's checked in for Anthony Simons. McCollum kicks to Little. Giles the pass to Lillard. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Nurkic. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 13. Barton trying to get open. That's good from Porter on the assist by Barton. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lillard up top. He's covered by Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, elite point guard. He has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Cantor checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Little.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and then maybe causing some foul trouble.
For 3, Murray. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a deep 3 from Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 17 now, just in the second half. Murray against Lillard. Murray, good.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Lillard the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
For 3, Murray. Porter finds Jokic. Ring shot on the way. Again, the Nuggets score.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Murray. Again, the Nuggets score.
Great work to find the space to get off the open jumper. He's going to work hard for those.
Lillard surveying the D. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Lillard way outside from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be
this was an excellent all-around performance for Portland.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Lillard.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And this is what size and skill will do for you. Jokic refused to let the contact stop him.
Up again, and Kanter able to finish.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
The rhythm, the timing. When Murray is in sync, that pull-up jumper is a thing of beauty.
Three-pointer, Lillard. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him. The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. This is the... We are nearly...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the guard position. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson finds Leonard. Back to Jackson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Jackson's got the first basket of the game for the Clippers. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary. Well, the shot starts with a good, strong base. That gives McCollum the foundation to hit shots well behind the arc.
Lets the 3 fly. George, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Leonard, no luck. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time, he found the open man.
Now here's Jackson, and the pass to Zubac. Jackson is doubled. And Batum kicks to Leonard. Poked away, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
5 to shoot. George way outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflection.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Here's Zubac after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Jackson, that's good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
You wonder if Paul George finally has a situation here where he could show why he's an elite player, why he's an all-star, but to pay off how hungry he is to prove it with a late postseason run.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And the Clippers have possession. Portland making their last shot. Man passes to Patterson. Nobody near George. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And here's George for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. George has got 5 now.
That's a really nice stroke. Paul George set up nicely. Great release. And big-time shot there.
Simons trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Rondo kicks to George. And he elevates, and then the slam. Kanter did not like that.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
To stop the run, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Morris, no good. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Powell, the pass to Kanter. Over Morris. Kanter's shot is off.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Yep, it counts. He's got 9.
His range goes out a lot further, but didn't need to on that possession.
Here's Simons, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Patterson. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Oturu in at the center, filling out the middle.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Pass to Patterson. Pass to Oturu. It's George on the wing. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 12 in the game.
Yeah, Paul George ready to shoot as soon as he caught it. Quick release there.
And a wide open look for McCollum, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. McCollum dishes to Kanter. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA.
Oh, the power on that Pruden!
Unreal.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Rondo. And the shot is good.
Yeah, that's a creative pick and roll right there as Rondo is just waiting and toying and puppeting the defense.
Here Here's Lillard. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Cantor trying to free himself up and contact. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Rondo passes to Oturu. Out to Morris. Here's Oturu. And again, the Clippers turn it over. A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Little comes in for Derek Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for McCollum. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by Coffey. Clippers trail by 5. Covered by Lillard. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. To the paint. Takes it out to Covington. Lillard outside. Goes back up. Back to Covington. The tray. It's hauled in by Coffey. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Morris passes to Oturu. There's the triple. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And dangerous in that catch and shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Lillard attacking. The feed to Nurkic. And easy 2 points on the layup.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Covered by Lillard and stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And Lillard throws it down.
And with how hot Damian Lillard can get, you cannot let him steal the ball and then put one away in the open court. Here he comes.
To the middle, Oturu, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And that's it for the first half of action. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And he doesn't get talked about that much, but Jusuf Nurkic, big. And that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Here's Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Leonard finds George. Unloads. That one wide left.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 6. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Here's Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
With his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
McCollum outside. Here's the 3. No good on the shot. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. It's good. This game is all even. Leonard's got 6.
You got to do your best to root and push and shove Kawhi Leonard outside of the paint. He's just too strong and too skilled on the inside, and then he starts to get comfortable. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Batum finds Leonard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Ahead. Column, no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 8. Kicks it to Powell. Back to McCollum. He feeds it to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. He's got 6.
280 pounds. I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
Passes it to Leonard. The 3 from George. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. The 3 from McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubac has got his first points of the game.
A really good decision there from Paul George. Quick to find the open man.
Now the pass to McCollum. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Yeah, Paul George not waiting around, wanting to get out in transition, run the floor, and become a dangerous weapon on the perimeter.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, Paul George, look out. Hammers that one home.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Looking to get it going. He lays it in. McCollum's got 10 points.
Well, 1 make in 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
Jackson with it. Outside, George. Clippers moving the ball around. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
McCollum outside. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
George with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
And so it's Los Angeles, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Paul George, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Mann in at the 2. From 10 feet out, and again the Clippers good for 2.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Lillard. Cantor. It's good on the putback.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hand.
Rondo looking around. Lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Lillard attacking, and he finishes nicely on the way.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. Feeds to Patterson. Outside for George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, I think you got to be cautious when you guard Paul George. He's not afraid of the contact, and that time welcomed it.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Coffey's checked in. Kicks it out to Lillard. The 3. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
Kennard, the pass to Oturu. It's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And so here are the Clippers. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Mann. Kennard on the wing. It's tipped. Just 5 to shoot. Inside, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Fouls checked in, and Los Angeles with some changes. Leonard against Powell, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Jackson, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 1. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
And here's McCollum for 3. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. From deep, George. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And you just have to understand that hours and hours of practice mean that clutch free throws become easy.
Powell against Leonard. It's over Powell. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kicks it out to Lillard. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Jackson passes to George. From past the arc. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Zubac. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Lillard outside. And the rejection by Zubac. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. And Portland making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Jackson passes to George. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Good!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Yes!
Look at your watch. It's Lillard time.
40 seconds left in the game. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Jackson dishes to Batum. Here's Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Over in the corner, Doncic. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Covington. Now, here's Lillard. Back to Covington. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
That's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Finney Smith kicks to Kleba. Doncic against Lillard. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 5. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Portland the foul.
Well, you have got to love the versatility of Kristaps Porzingis. Unbelievable shooting touch at 7'3", can also be a monster on the defensive end. Good luck, future of the NBA.
Lillard attacking. Doncic with the block.
Doncic known for his offense, but twice on the pipe. Send it back, young sir.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
It's Covington on the wing. McCollum outside. Over in the corner, Lillard. Porzingis with the block, and they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
Lillard against Doncic. Here's Covington. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Looking for the first basket of the game. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
It's McCollum with the drive. That one drops for him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Brunson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. A rebound by Simon.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the inside. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Hardaway against Powell. And there's the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. Simons the pass to Cantor. Powell with the steal. Down low. Anthony with the block.
Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
Outside Hardaway. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks lead by 4. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
On the floor for Dallas, Jalen Brunson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Redick trying to get open as Marjanovic. The shot by Redick, no good. Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone, Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Simons. Brunson covering. And it's McCollum in the corner. For 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. He lobs it up. Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Chalk up 2 there. McCollum's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Thompson with it. No points in the game yet for him. And that one's good. Marjanovic. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
McCollum against Redick. From deep. Again, McCollum missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now Brunson. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Marjanovic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway comes in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Elite offensive from the moment he stepped between the lines. And his Cantor, that is a strength of his game.
Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Lillard outside. Count that one.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
And here is Doncic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. And now Portland on the break. And here we go. Jones, no luck. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break from about 16. Good D by Hardaway. Mavericks shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's Cauley Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Cauley Stein's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Lillard against Doncic. And then Lillard slams it in.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Dallas shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Now, here's Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some good action. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Willie Cauley-Stein displaying his skills tonight.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward.
Well, Norman Powell these last several seasons has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously last season much more involved on the offensive end, and that, to me, was his best performance to date. How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Trailblazers trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. And a wide-open look for McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Kleba, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Kleba. Porzingis high post. Passes it to Finney-Smith. 5 on the clock. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 7 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Maxi Kleba.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Here's Doncic. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era. is to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
McCollum with the ball. He's got 11. Count that one. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. That one misses, and it's Portland the other way. Here's Powell, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles comes in for Cantor. And it's Yusuf Nurkic in for Anthony. And then for Dallas, Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
McCollum, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Brunson kicks to Redick. Over McCollum. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Woo-hoo, the leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Now Redick still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And really, Redick has been consistent from this area, able to really stretch the floor with his shooting ability.
McCollum feeling it out a bit, and the 3-ball is good. McCollum's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers. And here's Brunson, and he makes good on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Good at staying with his man. Love watching Redick hustle and just make a difference on that end.
The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Mavericks leading by 4. On the floor for Dallas. Hardaway is out there with Dwight Powell. And there's Porzingis. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Brunson in at the 1. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway kicks to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Lillard, the pass to Giles. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Brunson kicks to Powell. McCollum against Redick. A 3-ball. Portland grabs the miss. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Little passes to Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hop. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk. Brunson
against Lillard. Powell kicks to Porzingis. Over Giles. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And here's Lillard, who brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. A 2-point game. And they go to the intentional foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's Lillard. To take the lead. The Trailblazers rebound. Cantor's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Doncic outside. Powell, that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
And Lillard kicks to Little. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard the pass to Powell. Portland no good that time either.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Powell with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Porzingis. Inside. Here's Finney-Smith. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Lillard surveying the D. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Just 5 to shoot. Richardson outside. Now here's Cantor. Here's Little. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Little. Then for the Mavericks, Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the call. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. They have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Okay, David, thanks. Lillard outside. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Doncic outside. Pass to Marjanovic. Here's Hardaway. Redick with it. Over McCollum. The shot by Redick, no good. 15 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And here's McCollum for three. Misses the three. Now, Doncic. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
Cantor, it drops.
Enes Kanter's willingness to be the guy to take over in a critical stretch, so impressive.
So it's a narrow victory for the Maverick. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Murray out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 4 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at center.
easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Murray surveying the D. Lets it go with a three. Porter against Powell. 11 feet away. Gordon trying to break loose. And that's good off the glass that time. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Porter dishes to Gordon. Yes, that goes in.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Murray for three. And no good. The Trailblazers have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Covington. Lillard's got 7 points in the game. Murray against Lillard. And Murray, here we go. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up. Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. Denver shooting their first free throw of the game.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. He feeds it to Nurkic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Taking this defense to task so far. No misses in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And Covington sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
The Nuggets making a switch here. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from the wing.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, and stolen by Barton. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there.
Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Lillard outside to the inside. Here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Nurkic has got 6 points.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Outside Millsap. Nurkic with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's McCollum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Barton dishes to Millsap, and it's good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Nurkic. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Barton outside. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And a wide open look for McCollum. And another 3 for Portland.
Oh,
great ball movement there.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver, trailing by 10. Barton against McCollum. Anthony on the double team. Gordon for three. But they recover it. Another shot. And Barton finishes inside.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now Lillard. He has 7. The wide open look here for Anthony. Yusuf Nurkic has been on display for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Murray. JaMychal Green is out there with Porter. And there's JaVale McGee. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm?
Jokic has checked in for Denver. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. McCollum against Murray. The open shot, Anthony, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Anthony's got his first bucket in this one.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Jokic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's McCollum for 3. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Jones, the pass to Cantor. Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Simons. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 3. McGee with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. 2 points. That one goes.
It's big whenever McCollum takes over possessions like these, proving he can be an effective two-way threat.
To the paint. And McGee kicks to Jokic. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've led by as much as 10. Cantor finds Anthony from downtown. Again, McCollum missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Fades away. Rebounded by Anthony. Trailblazers leading by 5. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Anthony. And it's Powell in for McCollum. Here's Murray. That shot is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Simons. He's covered by Murray. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And a switcher also for Denver. Green, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
Murray outside. Puts it up from 17, and he connects with the jumper. Murray's got 9 points now in the quarter.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Little's checked in. And a deep three from Lillard. Portland no good that time either. But Barton against Lillard from 6 away. And Denver again with the bucket. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Fires for 3. They get it back. Giles kicks to Lillard. 4 seconds left. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You better respect the interior game a little bit. When he gets deep inside, he forces the defense to hit him.
And so he hits both.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Here's Murray. And it goes down 2 points. Murray's got 14.
The inbound play works to perfection. You got to love to get those quick hitters.
And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Portland came out ready to play. They put together some nice offensive stretches and at one point led by as many as 10. They came on. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. It's Barton with the drive. Bucket is good. He's got 6.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Lillard against Murray. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
He plays with so much heart McCollum. I mean, he's constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Passes to Jokic to the middle. Powell with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Wow, the speed of Lillard. So masterful at making decisions in the fast break situations.
Murray outside. The pass to Porter. Now, here's Jokic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Jokic has got 4 points in the quarter. Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard, right side. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Lillard. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Murray outside. Pass to Gordon to the inside. Here's Porter. It's deflected.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And there's the whistle called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And Jokic drops them both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
A different look now for Portland. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
The Nuggets trail. Barton drives in for the tie, and it's good on the layup. Barton's got 8 points.
Oh, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. A nice shot by Simons. Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Pass to Jokic. Barton outside. Kicks it to McGee. Taken away by Anthony. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Simons, a three-pointer, no good.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
And that one's good by Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Simons surveying the D. Here's Kanter. And he converts the layup. Kanter's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Porter passes to McGee. Back to Porter. Pass to McGee. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Kanter. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Anthony. And Norman Powell subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Green comes in for Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Denver with a change here, too. Murray's checked in. Jones, no luck. Millsap against Lillard. The kick out to Porter for the lead. That one, no good. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. Two guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Aaron Gordon out there with Green. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Murray. And it's Millsap in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Lillard with no one around. No good on the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
To take the lead, Green breaking loose, and Millsap with the layup. Millsap's got the lead up to 2 now for Denver. And for the Trailblazers, their shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Murray against Lillard. Trains the 3-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Lillard outside. Feeds it to Nurkic. Good work defensively by Millsap.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And that one's good, Barton. Now it's a 3-point Nugget lead.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Barton against Powell. Now here's Barton. He's guarded closely. Here's Gordon. And he drops it in from the low post.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
3-pointer, Lillard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. And it's Murray penetrating. That one falls. Murray's got 19 points.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Murray against Lillard. Here's Cantor. We've got 1:55 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gordon. Millsap finds Murray. Outside for Millsap. And there's another turnover by the Nuggets.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for Green, and it's Michael Porter in for Paul Millsap. Lillard from outside. Portland no good that time either.
With all these 3-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around him. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And a deep three from Lillard. The pass to Cannon. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 5. Lillard attacking. Here's Cantor. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Cantor is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
Denver calls timeout. They lead by 3. 58 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jamal Murray.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Powell in for Anthony. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, he said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Money!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Lillard from outside. It's in! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Reminding us again why he's one of the game's great clutch shooters.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Ooh, offline. Lillard attacking for Murray. Oh, off target.
So crafty to drive it to the rim. Whether it's scoring or getting to the line, Lillard simply makes the play.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a two-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Murray with the bounce pass. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Craig Anthony, and Chris